All right, so this is the basic game. I spent some time cleaning cleaning things up. Um, that's a nasty, annoying bug that I need to work on. Uh, I should probably just take those bridges out, which would fix. Let me just make a note of that. It's probably easier to take those. Um, so the idea behind the game is that you come in here and you can start developing the land around and build this up into a better castle. Um, so we're gonna let this stuff. I think my people are gonna die. Plague runs through your land, kills one person. Yeah, see, I'm in trouble now. Because I don't have enough. I don't have any area to do farmland. It's gonna take for 5 years. If another plague comes through, I'm gonna die. Um, I found some money, which is good. But so the number of people you have dictates actually how much you can do. So with only a plague came through, killed the person, and everyone in my kingdom has died, and that's the end of my game. So so that's the game in a nutshell. What I want to do is continue to clean up all of the underlying. Hey, it's Trent Sterling. Welcome, Trent. I'm going to continue to clean up all the underlying foundation of this and then use this as a way to also build out my little Nintendo engine. So in the end, this game will wind up running a lot closer to what it would be like on a Nintendo. There we go. I had to reload Chrome for some reason. The audio wasn't working. All right. Yeah, Chrome's been acting really well. We've talked about this in the past. Chrome's been acting really, really bad. It's definitely not one of my favorite browsers anymore. All right, so where do we begin in this game? I think the first place that I want to start really is I want to document the artwork and the tiles. Let's see what we're doing here. Artwork, sprites. I want to document a lot of this stuff. Let's see how we can actually bring this stuff over. So let's we're show and explore. It's weird being back on a on Windows. All right, so what I'm thinking is this. I'm going to I don't have a favorite anymore. Let's open this all up in Photoshop and let's see what we can do here. Resources, Kingdom by the Sea. So I have like themes for each of the days, right? And yesterday was this Pixel Art Monday. Unfortunately, I was out in the city yesterday, so I didn't wind up with I wasn't able to stream. And I'm thinking what I want to do today is this. I wonder what the best way to do this is. So a big part of the tools is just documenting what you're actually doing. So I guess today's theme, we'll do a little streaming today of just documentation stuff, and then from there we'll look into probably some other stuff this afternoon. I think this afternoon I'm going to switch over to my Unity book, and we're going to spend a good part of today. We're going to spend a good part of today just coding. Yes, Trent, I am back on Windows. I was really getting frustrated with the Mac, and I've been wanting a Mac Pro for a really long time, and they haven't upgraded the hardware, and I couldn't justify spending $4,000 on a computer that was completely outdated. So I wound up and I priced everything out. And I built my own gaming PC, and this PC is a beast. It was 1,500 total, not including the hard drives and stuff, because I had those laying around anyways. But this thing it's all water cooled. It's like a 4 gigahertz processor, 16 gigs of RAM, a 980, a NVIDIA 980. It screams. And I have to say, I have to put my my iMac on eBay, but I was just not impressed with the iMac at all. I bought a 5K iMac, and like I said, for like a fraction of what I paid for there's almost it's a little under half of what I paid for the iMac, and this computer will kill it like in a heartbeat. It's so optimized. Um, I hate you. So, okay, I'm trying to just think right now of what the best way to get this artwork in is. When I dragged it over, where did my Finder go? All right, let's try this again. Open up in the Explorer, drag this over. I was hoping there's a way that I could just click this, image options. Is there a way I can like replace image editing? Is there a way that I can just edit? Huh, it's cool I can recolor it. I want to scale it up. But it doesn't give me like a size, and it sort of looks like crap. All right, let's just do this. We're going to spend a few minutes just cutting up some artwork specific to this. And like I was saying, so like, you know, a lot of the times, why don't I see the grid? Oh, because I probably have to reconfigure everything because I'm not on my Mac anymore. Edit, preferences. Where's grid and guides? This is going to be pixels, 16 pixels with a subdivision of 2. And do like none of my keyboard shortcuts work on Windows? Show grid. Apparently not. So, all right, let's copy out. We'll copy out this basic part. Create a new image. And I'm going to come into here, and we're just going to... I see Windows has the same problem my Mac had, where it just doesn't know... When you open up a new window, it has like no clue where the hell to put it. I got to get this to be the... Edit preferences... Units. Should be pixels. Alright, so it's set to pixels, but Photoshop just said, you know what? I don't care about your preferences. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. And therefore, it's just defaulting to inches. Very strange. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do this. And let's change this now to a percent. And we're going to do this at 200%, which will make each of these 32 by 32. And we're going to resample this as nearest neighbor. And what we'll do from here is we'll just cut out these images. Where's my slice tool? The greatest thing that I ever learned from where's the slice tool? The greatest thing that Trent Sterling has taught me was this. This made me so happy, Trent. I use it for everything now. Basically, I slice everything up, and then I output them as individual images. It saves me so much time. So what do you have to, Trent? My game my game bombed at Ludum Dare, and I'm all depressed and don't want to do anything. The only thing I want to do is like open up Star Wars and just play Star Wars all day. Or Dirt 3, which I bought, and Dirt 3 is pretty damn awesome on this computer. Doo-doo-doo. He's super distracted. What are you playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on? I don't want this to output an image, and I don't want this to output an image. Ugh, sick for New Year's. That sucks. My kids were like sick on and off, and luckily, knock on wood, I somehow managed to avoid it. But I'm sure it's coming. It'll come as soon as I start traveling in February. That'll be a good time. What am I calling this stuff? This is just Kingdom by the Sea temp. All right, we'll just output this all with undefined and go from there. I can do the navigation panel again. I'd hit all this stuff in the Explorer when I was working on my book, so I didn't want you to see all my stuff on the left in the screenshots. The lowest setting. What are you playing it on? You're the Vado, is that how you say it? There's some pretty good dudes. I used to do a lot of stuff with them. It's sort of how I got started in writing and getting known. They've been around for a really long time. And I like their posts and stuff and what they do. So they're not a bad group to be associated with. So again, going back to the theme of what we're talking about, I spend a lot of my time building tools, but the most important tool you could ever build is going to be just documenting your game and knowing what you're supposed to be doing with it. So that being said, we're gonna spend a little bit of today just documenting this game. This is actually a pretty complicated game. I think I've been wanting to build a Civilization game for, I don't know, since I first started playing Civilization as a kid, and I basically bit off way more than I can chew for Ludum Dare. So let's see here. Let's do tile upgrades. Now, what I should do is I have Cigar Smuggler. So I did something like this a while back for my Cigar Smuggler game, another failed game of mine. And basically what I do is I go through and I document like all the screens. In this case, I was building a script because I worked with a writer to do all the text for the game, and I actually need to finish. Maybe I should add this to my list of games I need to finish this year. The game was like basically done, and I just couldn't get any of the 3D to work the way I wanted it to, and it was driving me nuts. And I think it was actually Unity. I don't think it was anything I was doing. Trent, have you seen Shadowbrain stuff lately? Yeah, I've been watching what he's been doing. I hope he gets some VR hardware too. I'm very tempted to start playing around with VR. Anyways, this is the script that I wrote. So this also acts as a loose game design document was I can go through and document the entire screens. I'm going to do something very similar today for this game, and we're just going to document the whole game. And then once I have this document, two things can happen. I can actually start paper prototyping a little bit better. And then the other thing that can happen is I'm going to bring in, I got to find an artist who can help me redo all this artwork and stuff like that. So let's start with the upgrade system. So each tile on the map has the potential to be upgraded. This allows for the player to change the landscape, increase their kingdom, allows the player to change the landscape's look and increase their kingdom's resources. Let me also make this a little bit bigger for you guys in the cheap seats. So let's just document this whole thing, and then we'll get into the tiles and all that other stuff. So I'm going to run this game here. I have a really great plugin called Xarm. Let's get Xarm fired up here. Xarm gallery. The only thing with Xarm that's sort of weird is that you need to have the game screen. Whoa, Unity's game screen is totally broken. Look at where my mouse is at the top of the screen. Ah, Unity. That's a good bug for Unity today. All right. What's cool about Xarm is that I'm able to go through and let's stop the game for a second here, and I can define the platforms and the resolutions that I want. So for right now, I don't want iOS. We'll do. I want a 1080p for Android. So here's 1080p, a 5-inch Android tablet at 1080p, and that will be our basic resolution for right now. Then let's close this out, and we'll run our game, and then we hit update, and then we get a copy of this. Now, the cool thing is that we can export. I had the guy who wrote this plugin add in this this feature here called export all screen caps to PNG. So now it makes it a little bit easier to he had a thing in here for doing screen caps. I think there's like a keyboard command now to sort of automate that. Let's go to desktop, and we're going to make a new folder called screenshots. Now the only thing that's sort of frustrating about this is that I'm gonna have to name these. There's no way to name it; it just automatically gives it a name. So I wish that would help. 10 out of 10 for window dragging. Yeah, Unity's full of fun. I'd seen some other people today tweeting about some really bad rendering bugs in Unity. I'm trying to cancel my Unity subscription, and of course they won't let me. I don't know. There's something. It says it's being canceled, but it didn't cancel. So I had to deal with that today too. I basically decided I'm not paying Unity anymore for all the bugs that I'm dealing with. So if I'm going to be a beta tester, that's a service I should be provided for free. All right, so this is the start screen. And we're just going to drag these screens in here. And as we go through the game and do stuff, we'll just, we're going to sort of document everything. Ugh, is this really going to do this every time I have to go back to this folder? Storage screen. And we'll update this. What I actually want to do is let's rerun this. I want to get it while it's generating out the map. Hey, welcome to the stream. And the reason I want to get this while it's generating it out this map is that if I'm going to work with an artist, I want to make sure that the artist can see all the screens up front and think through how to actually design this stuff. So there are two things that may happen. One, I may just redo all the art myself. Loading screen. Or I hire someone. I haven't decided yet. My current artist owes me some extra art, and I love Andrew's style. Like I really do. I need to get someone who can work on my time frame though. And that's always been one of the bigger issues of working with another developer or another designer is getting everyone getting on the same page. Let's export this. And I get it. I mean, he's got his own projects and stuff to do. So it's tough. It's why I don't really try to work with people. I'm very much a loner. Let's see here. Game screen. How am I doing? Yodi. I'm so bad at reading people's screen names. I'm doing all right. I'm a little demotivated uh, from finding out that my game didn't do very well for Ludum Dare. This game got like 350 something place. My last Ludum Dare game came in 32nd place, so it's a little depressing. But I believe that this game has got a lot of potential, and I'm going to see what I can do. Upgrade. Games are poop on a stick. Yeah. This game was actually, I don't know. I mean, the problem was that I bit off more than I could chew. Trying to build a Civilization game, even when I built it on the foundation of another game, proved to be rather difficult. This is a very complicated thing, and the version I have now is a lot better than what I submitted. And you know, it is what it is. What's also good about this is that I'm seeing the fact that I'm seeing areas where I need to fix the text and everything. Like all this text stuff has to be changed. This should be upgrading. Let's play. I actually like this. This a little bit better. Screens. We're gonna use this as our upgrading screen because it shows one of the most important things, which is this. There's a dotted line that represents what happens when something is upgrading. Also, while I'm doing this, let's get these two. Let's get these two icons. They'll be a little bit clearer in a second. Percent. Let's do it at 200%. And where's my wonderful green that I love? Again, big part of documenting everything is I want to make sure that I get these two cursors. So many errors. Why does it make that annoying beeping sound on Windows? Image crop. And we'll just slice this up real quick. We're going to leave it as green because I want you to be able to sort of see that. This is made up of two important images. These are the cursors. That doesn't work very well, does it? Let's do this. Let's we'll open these two images up in Photoshop, and then we'll just increase the canvas a little bit here. So the canvas will make this 34 by 34. And cool, that didn't use the right background color. Canvas 34 by 34. So save that, and here we'll make this 34 by 34 and save it out, and we'll re-import this into our project. Tile selections. Okay, so here you can see this is the, oh, we should do one more where it's combined. I mean, this is the beauty of game development, man. It's why is that? All right, we'll save it as is. Make this image 3. It's a lot of stuff to document, and if I'm going to build a game this complicated, like a mini civilization, I need to make sure that I have everything well documented. Let's see. Making multiplayer modding sandbox runtime code, blah blah blah, 2 days. So, Trent, what are you doing? Why do you keep coming back to this like multiplayer thing? So making the damn game like a billion years later. Yeah, man, he's got to like make a game. Coming from the guy who has 4 games that need to be published, and I just have been too lazy to sit down and publish them. So I'm in no position to talk. Export this guy, desktop. This is the year for Jesse to publish like real games. I have like a whole bunch of little dinky experimental games. They're awesome, they're fun. This year I'm going to be doubling down on publishing and everything. Multiplayer is fun. But it's not fun when you never finish it. Trent, you can add multiplayer to my Civilization game. Upgrading screen. No upgrade. got to be easier to add multiplayer to a turn-based game. Tile selections. What else do we need to go through and do? I will end our turn. And export this image. So save this as a screenshot, and we're going to go in, and this is end turn message. And then the next thing is that this will give us the end of turn summary. Year summary. So has anyone been watching The Expanse on Sci-Fi? End of turn. I've read all the Expanse books, and even though I know what's going on, I can only, like, I'm trying to get my wife into the show, and she can care less. And it's got to be like really tough for people who've never read the books. There's so much in there that's going on, and they don't do a really great job of explaining it. The show's okay. It's that like weird campy sci-fi channel stuff. I really loved what was the other show? There was another show that that I really loved, the Battlestar Galactica. That was really great. I feel like that was like way more accessible for people as far as like sci-fi goes. TV's 2010. Yeah, I'm not a big TV guy. Upgrade tiles. I like TV just bores me for the most part. Upgrade screen. Upgrade tiles. Trying to show this thing in motion where you upgrade these things. Whoops, why is this here? End of turn. You ruled for 2 years. Whoops, I'm missing a screen here. This land has been developed. End turn. This has been developing. This land has been developed. No upgrade, I think, goes here. You do not have enough actions to develop your land. Alright. The upgrade stuff is like obviously a huge part of the game. Let's see if I can just get myself killed here. Of course, like now when I want to die. Whoa, that's a good bug. Hold on a second. I got to document that bug. We're doing twofold here. Need to make sure you can't keep clicking on the end turn until the turn is over. While we play, we will we'll document any other bugs that pop up. I'm having a really great run, and I'm just waiting for a. Oh, you know what? I think I can game manager, random event. Let's just force a plague. I forgot I have debugging stuff in here. It's not working apparently. Oh no, I don't want to disable this. I want to go to debug mode. There we go. That'll fix this. Rule for 16. Let's I want to do this one screenshot here, which is a random event. Random event. Where did that go? Here we go, random event. We need to document our events as well. So we'll do that too. And then let's get back into our game. And this should now kills my person. Let's take a screenshot of this is the game over message. Read this really great white paper on game over message on Civilization. Civilization is such a great game. I think like over time it got way too complicated to be enjoyable. But the oh shoot, I screwed up. I didn't update this correctly. All right, we'll have to do that game over message again real quick. I'll go back through and just play the game again. Civilization, like Civilization 1 and 2, I felt were really great. They were really simple. They were accessible. There was just enough complexity to not like make you want to kill yourself. And it's just a brilliant game. And that is why we are going to clone it and simplify it, because I can take something that was like the most popular strategy game ever and turn it into a much better mobile game. That's totally within my skill set. Let's see, game over story. What's with the screenshots? So it's just for the game design document. The goal is I'm either going to bring an artist in or I'm going to redo all the artwork myself. But either way, I need to document the entire game. And so this is just a process that I do when a game gets a little bit more complicated than just your average, 48-hour, 2-week, whatever little project. So it's important to know every single screen in the game. Also, the details of the screen, because the other parts of it is that I need to go through, I need to write copy for this game, I need to make sure that all that stuff is there. And then if I'm sharing this with someone else and they can't play the game, like not all artists you work with will sit down and actually go through the game with you, right? You just give them like, hey, these are all the screens that you need to design. Plus, as you go through and you're doing design exercises, it's important to see the whole game laid out in a way that you can get a sense of like overall what are the UI elements that we need for the game. I think I'm going to focus a lot on UI over this year because I think it's a very important part of game design and it's something that's a little bit more in my wheelhouse anyways. So this is the game. This is the score screen. Hopefully that answers your question, Trent. And I am OCD. Okay, so I want to go back and just get that game over. So let's. I have this set to plague, so it'll be a very short game. Plague goes through your land and kills everyone. Plague goes through your land and kills everyone. The end. All right, so let's update this and take a screenshot. It would have been nice if it was the. It would have been nice if it was the same screenshot as before, but it's fine. We'll just. This document doesn't need to be totally accurate. of a single game session. There should be a game over message. Let's delete this. Game over message. Oops, that's game over story. Game over message. All right, so this is roughly our game. Oh, there's one other screen that I want to capture. Which is the options menu. Mostly because this is a perfect reference of all the UI that is in the game. Options menu. And I have an artist in mind who I want to do the artwork. I'll just see Cast Pixel on Twitter, Christina. Her artwork's awesome. She would do an amazing job on this. If not, I might just do an open call for artists. I don't know. Maybe it's about time I start doing my own artwork. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, and I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then I will be back, and we're going to start cleaning up this this design document. Why can't I center the text? Is there no like formatting that allows you to center the text in Notepad, or is that just Notepad's special thing? So okay, take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to go through how I structure a very loose game design document in order to help you with your own games. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I don't even know if that was 5 minutes. I gotta find a good Pomodoro timer for Windows. I wasn't very impressed with any of the ones that I saw. All right, all this stuff. I think I got all the screens. Everything is good. All right, let's do this. The only downside of this one plugin is that I have to pull the game out. So the game window. All right, so here we are in Google Doc. I mean, this works in any any like word editor that you want to use. So we'll start off with the most important thing, which is the name of the game. And this is our Kingdom by the Sea game design document. And we'll start with a heading. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to do a TOC. So, in fact, what we'll do is we're just going to do this way. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's tools. It should be somewhere in here. There's a way to do a automatic table of contents. And basically, as we continue to clean up this stuff, it'll wind up showing up in the table of contents. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have like a headline here. And if we refresh this, you'll now see that screens shows up. So this is the table of contents. And whenever you're using like in a word editor or something, these auto table of contents, it's important because you don't want to be doing this stuff by hand. And these documents are going to get pretty large. So here are all of our screens. The first screen is going to be the start screen. And so this will be headline 2. And if we just refresh this, you'll start seeing that we'll get this natural hierarchy going on. So we have our start screen. I feel like I have to like shrink this a little bit. I know it's hard for you guys to also see, but at the same time, I feel like I'm like 90 years old and I can't see anything. It's so big. So let's make this headline 2. Heading to. Well, this is upgrade screens. Well, there's multiple steps to this. I don't know how I want to break this out just yet. Actually, upgrading screen. Upgrade summary screen. End of turn screen. So heading 2, random event screen. I might just take out the word screen because it's sort of repetitive. Game over message. Game over story. And high score. Screen. Yep, and also the options menu. Then the next section is going to be tile upgrades. And I'm probably going to break these out into different things. So here we would have grass, which would be headline 2, or farm. This one is the castle. Forest. Towns. I don't remember what the hell that was. There was some like maybe I just did like different variants of towns. I don't even remember. Mountains. we'll go back and this is another reason why I'm writing this down, because sometimes I just start designing stuff and I have like no idea what I did. Desert. Hill. You know what this is? This is the rest of the castle upgrade. So there's like multiple steps. The first being it's the house, then it gets this, then it gets this, it expands out into that thing, then there's more down here, which turns into this like biggish blob of a house thing. And then finally they wreck it and it's turned into a straight castle. Hills and swamp. Alright, so, I mean, all in all, it's not that complicated of a game. Now, of course, we got to document all this stuff. And, sorry, I was looking at the comments here. Dodge whale. Yeah, if I remove all the stuff, it'll be. I'll probably remove the word screen from this stuff. I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about this. Let me actually insert. One of the things I'm going to do is insert a page break so that this always starts on its own page. And we also want a page here called the high concept. So a high concept is a. I also go through and I make these. I add page breaks to major sections. So like the tile upgrade, all that stuff should always be on its own page. Should always start on its own page. High concept is usually where we sit down and write. Basically, this will represent what the game is about. So I'll flesh that out in 1 second. I should actually have something around here that talks about it. But basically, the high concept of the game is, say, coffee break. I cannot spell. A coffee break. Coffee break. Civilization clone. Build up a kingdom over a random number of turns based on the player's life. So it's a coffee break civilization 4x. So build up a kingdom over a number of turns based on the player's randomly generated life. And develop an island. I don't know. We'll leave that for right now. On a randomly generated island. All right, so that in essence is the high concept of the game. And high concepts don't need to be really long. What I probably will wind up doing here is adding something like description. So the full description of the game is going to be, this is what you put on the back of the box. All right, so our game screens. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this. We'll just leave them as documented as is. Where I did want to spend some time is in the when we talk about this upgrade system. This page can be deleted. Insert page break. It's funny, it's like the page break is a actual character, but it's invisible. So a lot of the times you don't even know what the hell you're deleting. I just want to get rid of this like big gap here. I don't know what's going on. Insert page break and make this a headline 1. All right, so what else are we going to do here? So let's talk about this system. How do I want to organize this crap? So there are 3 grass tiles. Which allow you to clear the land in order to make farms. So this is grass 1, grass 2, and cleared field. There are 3 grass tiles. 1 grass, 1 grass, 2, and cleared field. Which allow you to clear the land in order to make farms. Farms help produce food for the kingdom. And what else do we do about these farms? So you can only build a farm on cleared land. Field. Farms take 2 turns to build. All right, the other thing I want to do is let's bring in the forest. So these are the upgrade tiles. What we'll do is we'll also make another section here called upgrade upgrade costs, and we're going to break this down into from grass, forests, grass, forests, castle, hills. Those are the 3 main areas where we can actually upgrade. So let's break these out into subtitles as well. It's sort of like not fun work, right? Like not a lot of people, when you make a game, you just want to make the game. But a big part of making the game is also understanding the core mechanics and documenting them. Um, so like something like this is pretty complicated, because what winds up happening is these are the paths to how you actually upgrade, and we need to just have this written down. It's all in the game code, but that doesn't help anyone externally. Plus, if I was going to write a manual or do some sort of paper on this, I would need to document this anyways. Making games is awful. Yeah, Trent, it has its moments. So this is the, I'm going to actually break this down into different things. This is the castle, this is the house. There's a house, or actually it's a hut. Hut, house, mansion, palace, and castle. I mean, unfortunately, Jesse, are you going to be using the same graphics from your Dragon game? This is just temporary. I think a big part of why I'm doing this is I want to get another artist in to come in and redo all this stuff. I had this moment where I thought I was going to I had this let's see here. We're just going to call this tiles. I had this moment where I thought I was going to combine my Dragon Warrior game and this game into two, but I actually want to make the Dragon Warrior game's going to be its own thing, and this will be its own thing, and these are going to be the two main games that I work on this year. I think they have the most legs, and then maybe I'll do the Cigar Smuggler if I feel like getting back into 3D. I'm half tempted to get a Oculus Rift. I guess tomorrow they go on pre-order, right? Even though I swear I would never do 3D again. Mine. Trying to break these tiles down into their pieces. Ocean. Your asset actually sold 5 copies in December. Cool. It's like $100 in Canada land. Yeah, I also on my list is I hired Andrew to do all this artwork, and I wanted to do art packs, and they're basically cleaned up for art packs, but I'm probably gonna, I had to figure out the best way that I want to distribute that stuff. I haven't decided if I want to make that part of my like Nintendo engine or if I sell them separately. I'm probably gonna start selling them separately. I just got to sit down and really think that out. Hut is the first house structure. Hut is the player starts out with a hut as the basic house structure for their kingdom. This building can be upgraded like other tiles into a castle. House. Houses produce more gold for the kingdom. You can upgrade a hut into a house, and it takes 2 turns. So down here, what we'll do is this is going to be our tiles. This will just be an overview of all the tiles. This will be our tile upgrades. And in this case, this will give you the entire flow of what can be upgraded. Well, I don't know. I have to figure out what what I want to do. One of the bigger problems that I discovered a little too late in our project. Originally, this was going to be Andrew had all this artwork that was laying around, and I was going to help him package it up and try to sell it into something. And what ended up happening is that as I started going through and as I went through and started trying to get this stuff to work, we were just missing so much artwork. And I feel like Andrew just got a little frustrated with having to build all this artwork. It's tough. It's tough for like an artist when I give him stuff as in piecemeal. It's another big reason why I'm doing this right now because even if I have Andrew if he wants to, I would offer this to Andrew if he wants to do it. I need to have everything mapped out, and I think that's a big lesson that I learned from 2015 was that I didn't really have a plan for a lot of the games that I built, and I really frustrated Andrew doing artwork for it because I just kept asking him piece by piece for artwork. Most of the time, he would just shift gears and couldn't even go through, and he just wasn't happy with staying within the style. So like where we are right now is I have this Metroid art, and he wants to rebuild the Metroid art, and now it just doesn't match up to any of the style stuff that we have before. So, Fog of War. So either way, whether Andrew wants to do this or not, I still have to document it all because we just have to see all the artwork and all of the content of the game on one page. So I think unfortunately the days of just winging a game for me are over because the games are growing too large in scope. So how do I want to do this? Let's just copy out. We'll just copy out one of these tile sets. Let's copy out both of them actually. Why is this not? Oh, I forgot to copy it and paste it. Let's go to here in the image and make this 200%. And 2015 was so long ago. Stop living in the past. Well, I mean, it's that time of the year where we reflect on what went right and what went wrong. I need to actually do a post about 2015 and what I did right and wrong. I'm like trying to get back into this the writing mentality. I haven't written in a long time, and I'll have to get to that too. I just started doing more blog posts at work. What do I want to do? This is the ocean. And this is the Fog of War. And what we should do is... is there a way... I can't remember. I think in the brush, maybe? No, one of these... I don't even know which brush I did this in. I don't know. Well, we'll have to figure it out. Somewhere along here, I wrote a assets tile map editor, Kingdom by the Sea, scripts framework, game, map, island tile. One of these things in here, I think utils. UI models. Land tile. Maybe it's in the land tile. I thought somewhere around here I did a way of, is it the map? Uh, Sorry, just got a message that came in. All right, so everyone's starting to wake up in Seattle. All right, so somewhere around here, I can't remember where I put it. Map. I was able to turn on and off the fog of war. Create tile references. Let's create island. Add landmarks, total landmarks, calculate tile values. Let's see if we just disable this real quick. Whoops. Oh, what is the, oh no, don't do that. Ah, what's the shortcut to comment all this stuff out? Oh no, I don't remember any of my Visual Studio shortcuts. That's weird. Alright, let's do it this way and run this and just see what this thing produces for us. Close enough, I guess. Whoops, why did I stop it? Ugh, I want to... Let's just do this. Each of these tile references, tile.visited equals true. And that should force the entire island to show. I want it just because it's Control E and C. All right, I'll take a look at that in a second. I don't know if ReSharper changes that in any way. Let's pull this out. Let's open up XArm. Well, I might just take a regular to screenshot. I don't think I need a full-on thing here. What I want to get is, where's my UI? Canvas. Let's hide this and snip. Typing. Search Windows. Windows 10 is still a little buggy. I just want to show off what something like this would look like. I'm going to save that for a second. I'm curious if I run another. I want to try to get an island that has that at least has a bridge. And that's like, that might just be a little, like, it's all random, so, there's like a bug where it shows up there. I'm probably just going to pull that bridge out. Because the bridge is, yeah, let's just pull that bridge out. We don't need that. The other thing I want to do is, okay, let's copy this to show off what the ocean looks like. Ocean is made up of an auto tile brush, which uses 48 tiles to create the border of the island. It's animated with 3 frames. Alright, so we'll do this ocean preview. We can make this smaller. We don't need this to be like this massive thing. Maybe I need to make this smaller. There we go. So it's the ocean tiles and then a preview of what the ocean looks like. And the fog of war, we're going to do the same deal for. Nope, that shortcut didn't work. Control E plus C. How do you even do that? Not working. I have ReSharper, and I think ReSharper changes the keyboard shortcuts. Override Visual Studio Refactoring Extension Manager. ReSharper based on, let's do this. Save this. This is so depressing. I used to know the ReSharper stuff, but I'll look it up later. Alright, so let's go back in and just rerun this real quick. Control K and Control U. Alright. Oh, look at my luck. There are 2 bridges now. How awesome is that? Where's the snipping tool? Alright, so fog of war shows the parts of the island that have not been explored yet. As the player develops land, more of the fog of war is removed, showing the tiles underneath. Alright, so it's made up of 48 tile template, similar to the water tiles, but not animated. Where is this now? What are we saying? Control E? Nope, that's not doing it either. I have to look at the ReSharper. Oops. Based on the IntelliJ keyboard layout and schemes will meet the needs of developers with Java background, check, who are custom to IDE-based keyboards. I don't know why it's not working. It's like low on my list. Today is really not that much of a code day, at least not yet. I'm probably going to do this for a little bit longer, and then I will. I'm going to document this a little bit longer. Then I'm going to take a lunch break and then do my like work stuff. All right, so let's see. I have to come up with a pretty good way of documenting this because this stuff happens over particular stages. So, stage one, let me see, will this let me put this stuff into a table? That would be awesome. Yay! That's such a much better way of doing this. Okay, so, um, stage one. Two, stage three, stage four. And then what I want to do is I should add another insert column to the left, delete column to the right. Oops. Delete column, delete column. Forest is a tough one because, all right, so this is let's see, this is days. Oops. Days, what do we do here? So then what we're going to do is the first thing is going to be the, we'll do cost, return, grass. So what we're going to do is the cost is going to be this. It cost gold 1, years 1, and then this takes 2 years. And this also costs wood 1. Wonder if we can make this into I wonder if I can make this another table. All right, whatever. The return is going to be the same. This is going to return nothing until we get to here, which will be it'll return food 1. So all tiles. Let's see here. So tiles. Upgrading tiles requires resources. Each tile upgrade will take resources from the kingdom, and when the upgrade is completed, it'll produce new resources to help the kingdom grow. Here is a breakdown of all the game's resources. I'm having trouble typing with this new keyboard. I got one of those like ergonomic keyboards and it's tough. Resource name. key. So, and we'll just do one other thing here to the right. Description. So, just watching the garbage men just came. It is cold outside, man. I feel bad for those guys. I think it's like, what is it today? It is, well, now it's a warm 25 degrees. When I woke up this morning, it was 10 degrees. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to go outside biking ever again. All right, so there are years. Years are turns in the game. There is gold, money, money. Let's see, in the game, food. Each unit of food feeds a single person. The more food, surplus of food adds a new person to the kingdom. So people or person, I guess we'll do people. The number of people in the kingdom. Each person allows a single action during the turn. Actions left to perform upgrades during a turn. Wood comes from cutting down trees and is used to build structures. Grade tiles to buildings. Trees. Years, gold, food. See, this is why we take screenshots, because now I can come up here and see people, gold, food, wood, years, and actions. So I have correctly documented this. Let's take a screenshot of this. Resources are shown during the game in the King summary. Resources. See? Wound up with a whole new section. And look at this. With very, very little work, I'm already at an 18-page game design document, 19-page game design document. Awesome stuff. Okay, now I was going back down here and trying to document this upgrade system. This will produce food. Now, let's insert a table. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is forest. Forest, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. We'll do that's the default tile. That's the default tile. What we actually should do is this. Delete this column. Well, actually, you know what? We can't, because some of these will actually return things. So, all right, we'll leave it like this. So this is stage 1, which doesn't cost anything. To get to stage 2, well, actually, you know what? Yeah, to get to stage 2, it costs this. I got to figure out the how I want to do this flow. So this is stage 2. And insert a column to the right, and this will be for stage 5, stage 6. So this is the cost is going to be gold 1 year. Takes 2 years to cut down this forest. Takes 2 years to cut this down, and then here for return, it's going to give us back wood 2, wood 1. And then here, this is all the same. So these 3 things are the same. And then at the end, this will return food, food 1. Okay, so that's that. The castle is really broken up into 4 stages, and it only produces food at a certain round. So table, insert, let's do this. Castle, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 4. There's probably 5 stages now that I think about it, but we'll get to that. And insert column to the right, and this will be stage 5. All right, so let's see if we can give this guy a little bit more room. All right, so return, actually it's cost, return. So this is gold 1, people 2. Or yeah, people 2, gold 2, people 3, gold 4, people 4, gold 3. This should be year. It takes 3 years. 2 year. It takes. Well, I don't. Okay, I got this. This is sort of screwed up here. I'm gonna look into this one second. Let's just get this. This takes 3 years to build. Let's see. This produces food 1, gold 1. This produces gold 2. This produces gold 3. This produces gold 4. And this produces gold 5. I'll fix this balancing later. I mean, this is. I have this. I sort of had this built in anyways into the game right now. I just got to go through and read. Where is this stuff? It should be somewhere in the like. I don't know. Where's my tiles? Tiles, types. Each one of these tiles will give me. It sort of tells me. Where's the. Each one of my tiles has a thing that lets me add a resource to it and go through and define it. So I'll go through and clean that up later. Right now, I just want to get this documented because this is sort of irrelevant for the artist. What the artist really needs to know is all this artwork up here, and I'm going to go back in and clean that up too. But I just want to get this out of my head while I still have it. Let's see. So what else does this thing? This takes 2 years to produce. And let's see. So this should be 4. You need 4 people, and it takes 5 people, 4 gold, and 2 years to build. And this is the last one. It takes 3 years. It creates. You need 6 people, and it creates 5 pieces of gold. Whoops. All right. And then the last one will be the hills. Table insert. All right. So this is hills. Stage 1, Stage 2, and this is the cost. So this costs. This is where I'm messing up. This should have no. Yeah, Stage 1. All right. Somewhere I just messed up the order. I just got to think about whether Stage 1 represents moving to Stage 1 or what. I don't know. It's a little confusing. I'll deal with that later. I'm like confusing myself. It's getting to that point where I'm like ready for food. If you'd pivot your tables, it'd be easier to many stage on a page. But maybe that's just a DB architecture influence. Yeah, yeah. If I did the pivot, but the problem with I don't think this will do pivots. This stuff is like really, like in these documents, they're really basic. And then when I use Google Docs for their spreadsheet stuff, it winds up, it doesn't let me put images in it. So it's fine. Again, this is more for like just being able to take a quick glance and see what's going on. So this is going to produce nothing. This right here is going to take 2 gold. And years, it takes 3 years, and it will return when it's done 1 extra gold. So let's do this. Let's just finish cleaning up. Let's finish cleaning up this art stuff. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? Screens. I wanted to add some stuff about the UI in here. We'll actually just take a picture of this. As a reference point. Let's see here. Screens and windows in the game are made up of some common UI elements. The main sprites are let's go back into Photoshop here and grab out our main UI elements, which are these guys right here. Is there anything else that is part of the UI elements? No, it's just this. So let's copy them. And we'll just slice this up real quick. Make this 200% its size. What I'm probably going to do is we'll just do image crop. Let's slice this up. Whoops. And we'll just export this stuff. Export, whoops, let's save for web. And we'll save out our images. And I'll do a quick sort of breakdown of how the buttons work in this UI stuff. So the first is going to be the window. Oh, I lost the pointer. So I mean, this is the toughest part of making a game, is you got to sit here and all this stuff. If we're going to document it and we're going to work with an artist, all this stuff needs to be documented. How did I lose? There we go. Buttons. Window Chrome. Screen, and let's just do this as UI. And we'll make it its own subsection within screen. So let's do this. Let's see, the game is broken down into several screens. The main ones are the splash. Main ones are splash, story, game, and score. Side of each screen are windows and other UI elements that are shared throughout the game. All right, UI. So selector. Actually, so we'll just break out all this UI stuff. Into this. I'm like a little OCD about my documentation and making sure everything is clean. So this will be the third tier, which is going to be a headline 3, headline 3, heading 3. All right, and what I want to do also is show off in the UI what a button looks like. So let's take a screenshot of this. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's do a delay. That didn't work. Let's do a delay again. This way we show the highlight. And then we'll show an example of, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Crud. Buttons, example. Let's see. Buttons are made up, is there a highlight state? There's no down state. Alright, so let's do this. There are two states to the buttons. Button UI are made up of two states, up and over / highlight. So there's that. Tile selections are made up of 3 states from 2 sprites. First is the default selection sprite. The second is the upgrade border on tiles in the process of being upgraded. The second is the upgrade border, is the tile upgrade border, and the last is both combined when the selection is over a tile that is upgrading. Example. This is used for check boxes. This is used for selection lists in options and places where we need to show a current selection. Window, let's see. The window Chrome is made up of a single sprite. It is sliced 9 ways to allow it to expand. correctly. All right, so again, all notes that would go for an artist. So if I'm going to hand this document over, here is an example of how the 9-slice works. So here I would just tell the artist, like, hey, you know, I have this one image, and this one image is sliced up several ways, so you need to create a sprite that works, that would work in this way. So I'll just get this, I'll just take a screenshot of this here. I forgot I had it on delay, so we'll just wait for that to happen. All right, so that's the 9-slice. All right, this allows the corners to stay fixed, but the center areas expand. Take note that on window Chrome, top is larger than the bottom. Buttons use the same approach, but are uniform, but have a uniform border. All right, so all right, so this should document the UI. One thing I wanted to do is take in here I have a one of these screenshots showed tile upgrade. It's a really crappy screen. Let me just do a I'll just take a new screenshot on a better looking map. I just want to show off the difference between the selections, but we got to do it where it's away from, when it's away from the ocean, because it's hard to see. Oh, cool! And now it's not even working. There we go. All right, let's do snippet. Snip tool. Ugh, this delay. Let's just end the turn, and then I'll just put this down here where it's a little easier to see the selection. Ugh. All right, so this is the example here. All right, so that's it. So I think I've produced enough of a game design document Fungal War, resources, upgrades. Let's update this. This table of contents goes on forever. Can I get this all on one page? Ah, so close.